Pisces. Welcome into the channel. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, I'm supporting JMU right now. My nephew is moving in today. So he is a Pisces rising. So how ironic that today is the day for a Pisces reading. So shout out to any of you who are dealing with kids going into college, first year, last year, second year, middle year, third, fourth, whatever year that may be. I know it's a lot. It's overwhelming and emotional. Pisces is an emotional sign, so that is part of the astrology that is happening currently. Is Pisces as a collective is either learning that home is within them, or they're realizing they're called to somewhere else. So some of you are moving. Well, my nephew is temporarily moving into a dorm. But some of you, if you're adults, could be discovering home is within you, not a place. And then others of you are discovering you're called to somewhere else. Maybe the mountains, maybe the ocean, maybe another country, whatever that may be, maybe just down the street, right? Wherever that may be for you, it is going to be different. But anyway, just wanted to bring that up. That's why you're seeing me in the JMU hoodie. All right. Whoa, we got something that wants to come out right away. We've got Divine Feminine. All right, cool. That one really wanted to come out. So I'm talking to Divine Feminines, possibly, or masculines in their feminine energy. So let's not forget, we are also coming up on the full moon in Pisces at the end of the month, the 27th through the 28th, with a partial lunar eclipse. Oh, by the way, I just posted that astrology video yesterday, so you can go back and check that if you would like. But very much about intuition, dreamy. All right. So I'm going to put it back in, but it did need to come out. All right. So take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. Pisces doesn't have to be your sun, moon, or your rising, or your Venus. It can be any sign, any placement. And if you don't have any planet placements, you do have a house. So what's going on for Pisces? I'm using the situations deck. We are not doing the traditional tarot to start. So maybe there is a certain specific situation you're dealing with right now. All right, what's going on for Pisces? One more. And I have the window open, so you might hear rain, you might hear noises, and you might see sage. That's why the window's open. Currently, the TikTok card. This is the timing. Deadline, time running out. Currently, you feel like time is against you or something like that. Challenging. Uh-oh, we've got a little secret going on. Something's on the down low. So you're keeping a secret. Sounds quiet. What's the root? Closed in lockbox. Frustrated. That's just it. You're keeping something a secret. You're holding something in. What's your past? We've got legal. Justice. All right, what's your higher self? Oh, man. Drama queen. Near future, we've got meeting, 2 or more people, discussions, planning. What are you right now? Well, you are just lovey-dovey. Can you, let me see the love. There you go. That's you, Pisces. You're so compassionate. You're so dreamy. I love that about you. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a shadow side. We all got shadow sides. You know, you can be an escapist too, right? You can get things running away from you, right? Escapism, doing things to escape reality. But right now, you're feeling very lovey. So, what's going on around you? Oh, we've got obsession. Somebody's obsessed with you. They're looking at you like a donut. I love donuts too much. I gotta get back on track. Hopes and fears. The pretending card, fake. Living beyond means. Uh-oh. Outcome. Gossip, petty. What's going on here, Pisces? Like I said, it gives me this feeling that time is running out, or you feel like time is running out because of something you're holding in. Okay? You're frustrated about keeping something inside of you that needs to be said, it needs to come out. Because the whole root is you holding this in. Okay? Whatever this secret is. And it might not be a secret about you. It might be a secret you know about somebody else. Keep that in mind. But with the legal card here, you know, this is very much the justice card in traditional tarot. So that is about truth, karma, right? Somebody making something right. I'm getting this feeling you know something about somebody and you know they need to make it right. And it's frustrating you because you know this. You know I don't know what this is. We'll clarify, but you know this. And it bothers you knowing this, and you're waiting for somebody else to make it right because your higher self has the drama queen. This is causing chaos. Your higher self knows whatever this is causing a lot of drama because I feel you know what this is. And in the near future, there's a meeting. You're going to be meeting up with this person or persons to discuss how, or discuss that this needs to be made right. Whatever is wrong. It's almost like you want to get it off your chest. Now, you may not be involved in this, whatever the secret is or whatever's being kept quiet, but you know about it is what I'm getting. And because you know about it, you feel personally associated with something that needs to be made right. And I feel in the near future, you're going to be having a conversation. And that's why I feel like you feel like the time is running out for this. I don't know why. I'll clarify. But currently, you know, you're in, like I said, in a state of love and compassion. And that's you. Pisces, and there's something about having compassion for a situation. Now, the obsession, I need to clarify that because, like I said, I felt it was somebody who was obsessed with you, but it could be they're actually obsessed maybe with something you have, somewhere you're going, something you're doing, whatever situation. I'll clarify. Your hopes and fears is the pretending. You think, or you're hopeful that when this person or persons makes it right, that they're not being, they're not pretending that they're making things right. You're hoping that they're going to be real and not say things to make you or the situation feel right? Like it's being corrected. The outcome, well, we've got petty, jealousy, and envy. So the outcome makes me feel like you realize what really happened here. And like I was saying, it could be something that you're doing, somewhere you're going, some opportunity you have where it basically caused some sort of obsession, like the chaos, right? The drama, right? Something not being made right. It could be, maybe they were trying to get you in trouble for something that you didn't do. I don't know. But I think at the end, you're going to realize that there was a lot of pettiness and jealousy and enviness, which is not a good thing. And then I think it might be where the road ends with whoever these people are. Why do we feel like time's running out? Why do we feel like the time is running out? Deadline. Maybe you're actually feeling the time is right now. Tell me about this timing, the deadline. That's the Page of Cups. That is opening up emotionally. Also, dealing with somebody who is emotionally immature. Give me more. Empress. Remember, the Divine Feminine came out. That is the Empress. That's you. The Empress is productive. The Empress makes things happen. The Empress is the master manifester. He embodies all of the queens. So all of the internal queens, right? Because the masculine, so the emperor, that's actually physically doing things, right? Physically going after your goals, physically making things happen, doing. The queens are the internal. It's the compassion, the thoughts, the love. the spiritual side. Death, transformation, Scorpio. We have Taurus, Libra, Scorpio. Yeah, it's like you're the Empress, whether you're masculine or feminine. You know that something needs to end. All right. And I feel it's dealing with immature people. So I feel like you have outgrown people who are not emotionally mature. Okay. If they're envious, petty, and obsessed with what they don't have, you're realizing the time is done with them. So what about this secret, the challenge? King of Wands. Four of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. It's like, you know, these people or persons you're dealing with are very much stuck in holding on to you they know you're doing something. The King of Wands can be the entrepreneur, can be the one who has the long-term vision for something. And they have the energy and fire and passion to go after it. And it's like they want to hold, maybe you don't realize about this secret. That's what this meeting is about. You don't realize that they're trying to hold you back and keep you stuck from going places. But you've already matured up to the Empress, knowing this situation needs to end. Because you know there's a challenge of somebody or persons holding you back, not wanting you to exceed or excel at your long-term vision. But the struggle is maybe getting them out of your life. And that's what's coming up in the future, is having that discussion, because we are having the full moon in Pisces with the partial lunar eclipse. And that is about release. Releasing an old version of yourself. And now it's releasing probably the fear of having the discussion, because you've been holding this in, stressing yourself out, which isn't healthy, because you're compassionate. You know, you don't want confrontation, but you'll still need to acknowledge that something needs to happen here, because you have people legitimately holding you back from going where you want to go. What is this meeting? King of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Yeah. you're going to have the uncomfortable conversation coming up in the future with whoever this is. I don't know how many people it is. All right. That's up to you. It's a collective reading. But with the Ten of Swords, it's like, you have to have the uncomfortable conversation. Being the King of Pentacles, standing in your power, having the conversation because you are stable. You are financially going places. You have resources that they may want to continue to use. And you've worked too hard. So you have to end the connection. This is almost like a karmic group, karmic person, that part of growth is having that uncomfortable conversation of telling people, hey, I wish you well on your journey, but I've worked too hard to become who I am becoming and to go after what it is I dream of. So, yeah, painful ending, but I have to have this uncomfortable conversation. Tell me about this obsession. Tell me about this obsession. People around. Queen of Swords. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Yeah. So, you've known them a long time. You could have grown up with them. Just somebody from your past. It's somebody you've known a long time. Okay. And yeah, there's been some good memories, right? They know in their mind, they know that you are mastering what it is that you're going after and what it is that you're doing. And they're very obsessed with what it is you're doing rather than being worried about what they need to be doing, right? We all are on our own journey and our own paths. And instead of being envious and constantly watching somebody else's journey, they need to be putting the energy into their own. But they know that you're putting in the work, you're mastering your craft, you're going places. It's Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Empress, right? Them, the dirty, little secret that's nobody's talking about is they want to hold on and keep you stagnant. They want to keep you at the Four of Pentacles, right? Because they know you have the vision. So tell me about the hopes and fears, the pretending. Temperance. Queen of Pentacles. Sagittarius energy. Three of Swords. While you're worried about them being fake and pretending, you know that if you separate from them, keep your peace, keep it balanced, that the separation, 10 of Swords, ending this, having the conversation, because they're simply not on your path. If they're not there to lift you up, they're not there to cheer you on, where everybody's helping everybody. If they're just going to be envious of you and hold you back, it's toxic. You've got to cut them off. While you're afraid of it, you know that this separation is good. It's going to give you peace. It's going to give you more healing. Okay? Because you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So it's knowing that you have to stop allowing these people to stop you from being on your path where you need to go. And you can't worry about hurting their feelings. This is about your peace. Because don't forget, if you continue to hold on, they're going to continue to be fake. That's already a fear of yours. But you also know separating is going to keep your peace. You're going to remain balanced. You're going to continue to heal from this group that has been trying to hold you back, or person. Tell me about the gossip. Don't forget, your higher self is saying it's a drama queen. Yeah, see? Ace of Pentacles. They're going to be so jealous talking about you and your new opportunities and offers that are showing up. You're doing the tough thing, so the universe rewards that. Yeah, 5 of Cups. They're going to be so upset and in grief and jealous of you and all the opportunities that are coming your way. That's a them problem. That's not a you problem, right? They say jealousy is a disease. Get well. They have to learn to work on themselves and get well. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. You're going into a new chapter, right? Good karma is coming your way. Don't forget, in the past, a legal card came out. They were not fair to you, but now justice is coming in and keeping the wheel moving for you. New opportunities. And they're going to be really sad and upset and jealous. And they're going to continue to be, because that's the outcome. That is the outcome, that they're going to continue. So you're going to have to cut them off. Let's go to Tea Leaf real quick. I'm called to go to Tea Leaf. What else do we have? I'm going to have to do this. Oh, that was quick. Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. Yeah. You're going to overcome the issue you're currently having, where you know something's not right in this situation and you've got to cut people off and you've got to end it with them. But you will overcome it because you're the Empress. You know this needs to happen. Bow. You're highly thought of. You are highly thought of because look at all this goodness you have in your life. You're the Empress, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Opportunities are going to be totally coming your way because you're working on it. You're working on where it is you want to go, and people are highly, you're highly thought of. Yeah, legs. See, you're stepping into a new experience. with the King of Wands. You have the vision. You have the energy and the passion to go after what it is that you want. You're willing to step in to new opportunities and to make yourself uncomfortable. Those around you are not. What do we have in here? These things are hard to shuffle because they're round. What else does Pisces need to know? Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. You're protected. You're protected. You have been protected the entire time because you're putting in the work towards where it is you want to go. And even though somebody or somebody's is trying to hold you back, you still have the Wheel of Fortune. The universe is opening those doors for you because you're going to have that conversation, cutting these people off and protecting everything you've worked for. You are protected. Angel, spirit guidance, protection from harm. I can't say it enough. Cobweb. You know what I mean? You're highly thought of. It's almost as if, not just people in the 3D, your spirit team and your guides, everybody who's watching you right now, they're looking over you. They're guiding you. That's why the cobweb is here. The universe is going to block these people. Now, you may still have to have that uncomfortable conversation of, kind of ending it with these people. That's part of life. But the universe is still protecting everything that you want. Anything else? Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling, which is exactly what you plan to do by having this meeting, this conversation, all right, protecting what it is you've earned, what it is you've grown, what it is you have. It's going to be different for everybody. You're protecting your assets, you're protecting your bank account, you're protecting what work it is you put in, what planning you've done towards what it is this offer is. I don't know, the offer is going to be different, but at the end of the day, you're dealing with people who are chaos, who are envious, who are jealous, who have known you a long time because you're elevating, you're expanding, and they're not. That's not your problem. That is not your problem. All right, thank you for guiding me there, Spirit. What else do we need? We're going to get you a moon card because since the next full moon coming up at the end of this month is your full moon with the eclipse, I want to get you a moon card. What do we have for Pisces, please? Right now is a time to protect your dreams. You are the dreamer. You have the vision. You have the idea. The universe is opening those doors. Time is still moving. Yeah, these people can be sad. They're going to be left behind, but they can do the same thing. Wolf moon. Reconnect with your primal strength. and intuition, guiding you toward leadership and self-empowerment. Intuition, strength, leadership. There's also a 1 on this card. You know, wolves run in packs, right? But from time to time, wolves can remain on their own. You know, there's a wolf howling at the moon in traditional tarot. It's knowing what's going on around you, knowing what is being kept from you, and trusting your intuition and your instincts about the people around you, and knowing when to end it, when to walk away, when to not engage anymore. Any other cards? Any other moon cards? This is about you sometimes being that lone wolf until you find your correct pack. Full moon. Your full moon's coming up. A time to celebrate your achievements. Release what no longer serves you and honor the culmination of your efforts. Completion, celebration, release, harvest. By this full moon, which is yours, Pisces, with that lunar eclipse, you are going to be celebrating the efforts you put in, stepping into new experiences, knowing you're protected as you do the correct thing, cutting these people loose. It doesn't matter if you've known them a long time. This could have been many years of manipulation, and you're just now seeing this. They have their own journey. Let them be. Let's pull out a shadow card. Tell me about the shadow of these people around Pisces. Tell me about their shadow. Because they're in their shadow. If they're doing this, they're envy and jealous and not being a supporter of you, backing you up, cheering you on and helping you. They're in their shadow. What is the shadow of this persons for Pisces? The anger within. Anger is a teacher, not an enemy. Explore its roots rather than suppressing it. See, the whole root was holding things in. I felt you were holding yourself back, not realizing you had others around you holding you back. Look at that card. It's two-way street. You were holding yourself back as well because, letting go of these people was something you needed to do. It's having that conversation, that meeting. But them around you, they're in anger because they see you're going places. And they need to realize that anger is a teacher. If you're envious of somebody, if you're jealous of somebody, right? If you're being petty, then there is something about that other person that they want. And all it means is they need to take the steps themselves to go after what it is you're doing as well, because they know you've put in the work with the 8 of Pentacles. They've known for a long time. You've known them a long time. They've known for a long time. They know this. They know you've been going places, and they've been obsessed, wanting what it is you're doing. I don't know what that is. You can tell me what it is you guys are doing if you feel inclined. It'll be different for everybody. But you know you've got to separate. You're going to have to be that lone wolf until you find the pack that is there to support you, because they're on the same journey. They're not envious of you. They're there to support you and protect you. Anything else? Going way down here. I'm being told to go to Sacred Soul Messages. We'll get one more out of here. Yeah, this full moon coming up is going to be a big one for you. You'll be able to celebrate. Yeah. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Stand out. Perspective. Bringing things together. You got to stand out, right? Like you're putting all the puzzle pieces together. You're realizing some people are just not meant to stay in your life. Others are. And it's a tough lesson we all go through. And you're getting a new perspective on it. Now, remember, the Hanged Man was here. Where is it? It's probably buried. Yeah. That was part of the little dirty secret. Is they were trying to hold you back. But the Hanged Man is about getting a new perspective. You realized what it was they were hiding from you. And it was simply they were jealous and envious of everything you've been doing. And they didn't want to do it. At least not yet. They're angry. But you're getting opportunities. You're getting offers. And it's going to make it worse for them. They're going to feel very sad. But the Wheel of Fortune is here. That's good karma coming your way. Remember in the past, it was owed to you, but I think they held you back a little bit in the past. And now you're starting to move forward and you're getting the momentum with the King of Wands, the energy to pick back up and go back after that vision you had. Pisces, I hope that this helped. I hope that it resonated. Please share, subscribe, like, comment. It all helps the channel. And I hope this helped you. So until the next one, I love you guys. Hang in there, and I'll talk to you soon.